following can be solved in two ways. One, using the Desmos calculator, and two, manually by hand. It's helpful to understand both because you can acknowledge both ways as a possible way to solve the problem or as a guessing way. So let's first solve this manually. So it says which of the following is not a solution to the inequality, and the inequality is given here. So the first thing that we want to do is combine like terms. So for example, I'm going to bring over the 6 over to the other side. And I'm going to bring that over, and I get negative 5x. The 6's are now gone, greater than 8 minus 3x. Because I'm still combining like terms, I'm going to bring the 3x over to the left-hand side by adding 3x. When I go ahead and do that, I end up getting negative 2x is greater than 8 because the 3 crosses out. I divide both sides by negative 2, divide both sides by negative 2, and it's imperative to remember that when you have an inequality and you're dividing by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. So don't forget that. So in this case, x is less than, because remember, we're flipping the sign when there's an inequality and you're dividing by a negative number, and you solve and you get x equals, or x is less than negative 4. Now, it's important to note that it says which one is not a solution. So because it says x is less than negative 4, any number less than negative 4 is going to actually be a solution. So negative 5, negative 7, and negative 8 happen to be a solution. Since they indicate not a solution, our answer is A. Now that took a little bit over a minute to solve. Let's see if we could try to solve this problem a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and type it into my Desmos calculator. Negative 5x minus 6 is greater than 2 minus 3x. Okay, so now we have our graph. It's important to note what we can figure out with this information. We're looking for the value of x. So in Desmos, you're going to focus on the information that is shaded, specifically on the x line, which is this line right here. And you'll notice that if you were to count the little points here, that you have negative 4, which is dotted, and any number that is greater is shaded in, which means that 5, 6, 7, I should say negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, etc. are all shaded, which means those are solutions. But because this is dotted, that means it's not directly a solution. Therefore, negative 4 is not considered a solution, and your answer is A. So here are two ways to solve inequalities. If you are able to understand how to utilize a graph, it can be a tad bit quicker. So making sure to understand that a dotted line, which is associated with a greater than or less than symbol, does not include the actual value. The dotted line also, just as a side note, can be solid if the inequality is now greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. So that would be included in the solution if this question was switched to greater than or equal to. So I just want to point that out as a preference. I hope this helps answer any questions and gives you a faster way to solve an easy inequality. If you're looking for free or paid material, make sure to explore our link tree and hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for free or paid material, make sure to explore our link tree and hit that subscribe button.